everybody, Sophie Orozco here from Sophie Orozco Coaching. Today I want to share with you 3 things that you're probably doing subconsciously that are putting you in your masculine energy and killing the spark in your relationship. And so it's so normal to be in the mode of masculine energy as a woman, right? And we do this so subconsciously that we don't even realize that we're doing it. And the 3 biggest things that I see really kill the spark and the attraction in your relationship. If you're interested in learning more about your relationship and really learning practical tools and things that you can do, hit the subscribe button below. I release at least 1 video a week. Okay, let's get into it. So the first thing that I see women doing in their relationship that really kill the spark is being in the mother role instead of in the partner role or wife role or girlfriend role in the relationship, right? And we get into the mother role when we feel like we need to take care of them. And this is like the biggest spark killer that I have seen in a relationship, right? Being in that mother archetype where we're like, I'm going to take care of you. I'm going to do all your laundry. I'm going to book all of your dentist appointments. And I'm going to like remind you of all the things that you have to do, even though you're a fully grown, capable man, capable adult, right? And when we put ourselves into that mother role, we do this subconsciously because we want to feel important. We want to feel valuable. We want to feel needed. However, the dynamic that it ends up causing is that we feel resentful. As a woman, you feel resentful because you don't really want to be his mom, right? And then he also turns into kind of like your teenage son vibe, which is just, it's not attractive. And I work with so many clients who come in and say, hey, Sophie, like, I feel like I have another child instead of a husband. And that's because you've been in the role of mother, right? So if you're in the role of mother, it's going to feel like your child. And you're also looking at him like, you're not capable, right? You're not capable of doing this stuff yourself. And if also the thing about this dynamic is that he will then become very dependent on you to be in that role of mother. And the spark and the attraction is going to diminish a lot, right? Because how many people, hopefully none, want to be physically intimate with their mother, right? It's not a thing. It's not attractive. And so watch where you are in that role of mother, because it's a really big spark killer in your relationship, right? And funnily enough, it also is, even though it's the feminine, right? Like a mother is feminine, it's also like, it's that mothering position, which is kind of you taking the lead over him. Okay, so I really see that mother son dynamic as being something that obviously you want to avoid doing, right? The next way that I see women unconsciously getting into their masculine energy in a relationship is becoming the manager of the house, right? So instead of, again, being the feminine, instead of being the partner, instead of being the spouse, we become like his manager. And again, we're like, hey, you need to do this. Did you book that thing? Did you call the plumber? Did you fix the pipe outside, right? And obviously we all have things that we need to get done to run a household together, but he's going to feel like he is your employee, and you're going to feel like you have an employee, right? And it's like your response then going to end up feeling like, oh, I have to tell him to do it, or he's never going to do it. And he's going to feel like, oh, I have to do it because if I don't do it, she's going to get mad at me. And then again, we're setting ourselves up in that position. And we also, I commonly see this with children, right? In parenting, it's like you feel like you have to manage him with the children, and you have to let him know, like, hey, this is not the right way to do it. You should do it this way. And you're kind of watching his every move and managing him, which does not set up for a good dynamic either, right? So the first one is the mother role. Not sexy. The second one is the manager role. Also really not sexy, right? And the third thing that I see women doing that they are subconsciously doing is needing their spouse to really fulfill that role of wife in their life, right? And the reason that we do this, and why is this masculine energy? Because we're in the position of like driving the relationship forward, right? We're managing on so many levels. Like even if you're the mother role, you're still like up here and he's down here, right? If you're the manager, you're up here, he's the naughty employee, right? And the third one is you're needing him to be your wife, right? And what do I mean by this? Well, I mean, if you're as a woman living in your masculine energy all the time, if you're running the show, if you're managing things, if you're not taking care of yourself, then you're incredibly depleted, right? When we're depleted, then we are craving the feminine, right? We're craving nourishment. We're craving emotional connection. And so we're going to look to our husband to provide us with that emotional connection. But we're also like running on a really empty tank. And so no matter what he gives to you, you're not going to feel replenished because your tank is like completely like empty. Like if you, I, I used to have a car that would run out of oil like all the time. I'm not a mechanic. I don't know what's going on with it, but I would have to pour like gallons and gallons of oil into this thing, and it felt like it was like never enough. It was probably leaking out, right? But this is what we do as women sometimes. We are leaking our energy, leaking our feminine energy because we're constantly running in the masculine. So it's like we're pulling the oil down, 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 down in the tank. And no matter what your husband does or your partner does, it's like it's still draining out. It's like so little that you're not going to end up feeling fulfilled. And so when I say you're looking for a wife, it's like we're looking for that feminine nourishment from him. And actually what we're truly needing to do is to replenish our own tank first so that we can seek his leadership, his masculine energy, right? And we need to, in order to do that, we need to be fully filling ourselves up as the feminine. Right, so I'm going to run through this again. There's 3 points. And I could talk about this forever, and I'll definitely do another video about this. But 3 things that we will do really subconsciously in a relationship is 1, mothering energy, not sexy, right? 2nd, managing energy, also not sexy, right? Both of those are going to kill the connection. They're going to kill the passion. They're going to kill the spark so fast in your relationship. And if you're left wondering, like, why does he not want me? Why am I not attracted to him, right? It goes both ways, right? You're actually repelling each other. You're like magnets repelling away from each other. And neither people are going to feel like jumping into bed together. And the attraction is going to go, right? And the third thing that I see, and this is again, can kill the connection, kill the spark, because we're needing from them to fill our tank, but we're not getting it because what we're craving is the feminine energy that we're not giving to ourselves by replenishing ourselves, right? So hopefully that's been helpful. I'd love to hear from you. You can post in the comments below what you're struggling with in your relationship. If you want additional help, you can message me. You can head over to Instagram and message me over there, or you can check out my website and book a call with me. I wish you all the best in your relationship. I release at least 1 video a week, and I would love to connect with you. Okay, you guys have a wonderful day. Chat to you soon.